Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another weekly update on the Newberg, Oregon real estate market. This update is going to cover the last 6 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, July 31st. So I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you. So as I always do, first off, look at active listings here. I show we had 14 homes come on the market last week in Newberg, which you can kind of see is a low here on a weekly basis over this past 6 weeks. Ended the week with 86 homes on the market, which was down a couple from the prior week. Median list price in the days on market for the active listings, you can kind of see it's been holding very steady over this past 5 weeks at 590,000. And the days on market's been creeping up here over the past 5 weeks. From a low of 17 and got up to 25 days of average market time this last week. Moving along to pending sales. Last week in Newberg, I show we had 11 homes go into pending status. You can kind of see that's been holding pretty steady over this past month, between 10 and 12 per week. End of the week with 69 homes in total in pending status, which you can kind of see is a high for the 6 weeks. So things are definitely continuing to sell in Newberg. Median price in the days on market for those pendings, you can kind of see it's for the most part been holding pretty steady right around 500,000. We did have 1 week where it bumped up to 511, but came back down over the 6 weeks and remained at 500,000. And the days on market has been rising for the pendings. You can see we had a low of 6 weeks ago. Got up to 14 days a couple weeks ago. This last week fell back 1 day to 13. So, the homes that are going pending are staying on the market a little longer than they were here, a few months back. And then finally, we'll look at the sold listing activity. So as of the time I put this together, I show we had 8 homes go from pending to sold this last week in Newberg. That's been pretty steady over this past 3 weeks, 8 and 9. We have seen quite a dip or a drop off in the amount of closed listings when you look back over the prior 4 weeks on a weekly basis here. So the last reading is 32 homes over the prior 4 weeks have closed, and that's down from 62 here just 5 weeks back. So it's basically about half of what it was. And the median sold price in the days on market for those solds, you can kind of see that after holding steady earlier in the period here at about 500,000, it's been rising over the past couple weeks, hitting 528,000 this last week for median price. And then days on market's been very steady at 5 days of average market time for the sold listings. And then we'll wrap up here looking at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the OLP or original list price. Red bars is the weeks of inventory, and certainly kind of a dramatic rise here over the past 6 weeks. Just a little over 4 weeks of inventory to start off the period here, and it's kind of risen steadily here over that period of time. This last week just came in at just shy of 11 weeks of inventory. So the supply side, as we looked at, has been pretty steady, has been rising, but is kind of topped out here a little bit lately, but just the amount of closed sales have kind of continued to be in decline, which is causing this number to rise. So, with the amount of pendings that I'm kind of seeing kind of coming down the pike, as long as inventory or the supply doesn't continue to increase, I would expect this number to probably fall here a little bit in the weeks ahead, but we will have to see. And then the sale price as a percent of the list price, you can kind of see where that's charting here. At a high of just 102% 6 weeks ago, got down to just a little under asking price about a month ago, and the last couple of weeks has been just a hair over the asking price. So prices are holding in general from what sellers have been asking in terms of what's been selling. So definitely kind of a the theme has been kind of a changing market, and certainly reflected in kind of the amount of inventory that's remaining on the market at this point. So hope this weekly update has been helpful and informative for you. I certainly would welcome the opportunity to become your trusted realtor and help you move through life. So just don't hesitate to give me a call at 503-680-2065, and would be happy to talk about any questions you might have about what's happening in the market or your particular situation. So as always, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next week. And thanks for watching.